I really didn't become aware of tallgrass prairie in any extent till I was probably in my mid to late 20s and was going to school in the University of South Dakota and started visiting prairies for the first time in my life. And since then, they've taken on quite a lot of meaning to me.
It's a landscape that makes me feel very comfortable. I can't tell you if it's a spiritual experience. I don't really feel that way. It's just more of a comfort when I'm out in the tallgrass prairie. It's a place that I can walk around and feel like I'm at home.
I think it's a landscape that forces you to look inward as much as outward, that you're kind of confronted with these expanses. And for some people, I think it's frightening. For others, it's an opportunity to be introspective.
It's not really an academic pursuit for me. It reminds me of being outdoors as a child. You know, that's kind of the chord that it's striking. Garden variety plants seem to pale and become kind of boring in comparison to the interesting plant species you find on a prairie. You have structure and strength, so much shape and color.
Some of them are very spectacular and leap right out at you when you visit the prairie. Others, you got to kind of get down close to the ground and looking at them. They're a little bit more delicate, a little smaller, but they're all unique and they're all interlocked in one community of cooperations and competitions.
It's something that I can connect with. It's something that I can grow and actually reproduce.
I can't run out and plant a bunch of, you know, reptiles and mammals and birds and things, but with the prairie you can plant the plants and then it creates a place for them.
I do tend to root for underdogs, and I think the prairie has really taken a hit, particularly in Iowa, where we have less than 0.1% remaining, which means we went from more than 28 million acres of tallgrass prairie to less than 28,000 acres. And we did most of that in less than 70 or 80 years.
It's bringing back something that was here, it's gone now, but I still think it belongs and has a place. It has a huge place.
It's no accident that most of the grade A agricultural land in the United States is located within the region of the tallgrass prairie. That was what our natural system was like. And of course, our agricultural system is based upon that. We wouldn't be what we are in terms of agriculture today if it weren't for the tallgrass prairie.
It left a legacy of the most productive soils in the world, and I think we have a responsibility to save what is left of it, which is very little.
Something spiritually is absent when you do that to your world. And so now we're realizing that value to a natural landscape, and where we can, we're trying to bring back prairie.
I think the value of the tallgrass prairie is in our heritages, our biological heritage, our cultural heritage, our economic heritage. I think all of those things are important to us as a society, that we need to understand and appreciate tallgrass prairie so that we can take efforts to maintain what we have and perhaps begin to reconstruct and restore the prairie so that we have a greater portion of the prairie to observe and study and perhaps gain some meaningful insights into.